Hi, my name is Flo Every, and I did the intro in a weird way. I don't know why I did like this, but welcome back to Ace Attorney, Flo Reverie. Previously, on Ace Attorney, we were continuing the case with the movie set people. Let me get up the notes for that, and we will continue. This episode is going to be shorter than the last episode, because I've been I'm going to be very busy this week. I'm not going to have as much time to do this game, so I want to give it the attention that it requires. Right now anyway, which is only going to be about 2 hours, but we're going to do 2 more streams later in the week to make up for it, hopefully. So let's get rid of this. And get up the notes. I love my notes. Am I allowed to compliment myself on my notes? Because I like my notes. My notes are good. These are all our witnesses, chat. We found out that a bunch more people were involved in this case last time, involving the director, who needs to go on a list. Vasquez, who I think probably has some kind of, I don't know, dominant relationship with Sal, I'm going to assume. And then we also met a kid called Cody Hackins, who we believe might have evidence as to what occurred on the day of the murder, as he was there when it happened. Except, after seeing his testimony, we have a feeling he might be lying. And he had a HD cam with him too. So yeah, we've already had a testimony from Sal and Cody. We also had the old bag the day before who revealed the other people who were there. I had a theory as to what occurred. I believe that Jack Hammer did not die inside of the studio. Note that I think Mia mentioned the fact that we're thinking into when they died, not where they died. We know they died at 2:30. Does not mean they died in the studio. They were not found at 2:30. They died at 2:30. And the game's be very specific about that and the wording of that, because there's a lot of like temple shit going on right now, with the mascot being fallen over, which is very suspicious when you think about it. The murder site being here, but Studio 2 being here with a crooked fence that definitely could impale someone if they were pushed onto it. I have a feeling that the meeting that was occurring involved Jack Hammer to some extent, and during the meeting, or maybe after lunch, maybe, he fell onto the fence. He died. Either he was pushed or he fell himself accidentally, and they had to put the blame on someone. So they faked his death, which I assume is what Cody saw over here. And like, when did he see it? I didn't write it down actually when he saw it, but he saw the death occur. The mascot came crashing down, giving everyone who was at Studio 2 an alibi. There you go, chat. The more you know. Let's continue, shall we? We are halfway through the court case itself. So let's get into this. I'm excited. I've been raring to play more of this game. So unlike last 3 episodes, we haven't ended between cases. We are mid courtroom right now. And if I remember correctly, the last thing we did was identify the reason why Cody wasn't watching during the actual bit where he saw the Steel Samurai kill the evil magistrate. It was because he was adjusting his camera. Because he had only recently gotten his HD camera. And as you can see, Phoenix is like, bullseye. Why he said bullseye, no one will ever know.
What's your problem, Pops?
Hey, it's working now. The 7TV emails are working. I just had to refresh OBS, I guess. Does that mean I can also do that? I could probably also do that with my actual Chrome browser too. But Chrome's been weird, chat, recently. I tried to, obviously, so to watch Crown of Candy, I need to subscribe to and get a membership to Dropout on YouTube. But unfortunately, Chrome has issues with watching membership programs on YouTube. For some reason, I had to go to Microsoft Edge. So cheers, Chrome. Maybe it's an ad blocker issue. I don't know, but I need to go check it out at some point. Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. You really drived it home for that 10-year-old boy. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero. and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it. Thanks for the recap, Phoenix. So, you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Ring him out like a, I don't know, something. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Well, we know why you didn't take a picture of the fight, because it was messing with the camera. Welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah, just waiting to realize what taxes are. No photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. And that's all that happened. Yep. Escape from the clutches of the villain? Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Why would he be lying? I don't think, like, Cody's involved with the murder. He's a 10-year-old kid. Do you think maybe the Steel Samurai lost? And he didn't want to take a picture of that because he likes the Steel Samurai? Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Yes, the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. So how did my camera take a picture? Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons, I couldn't figure it out. Tried to take a picture, but I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and a Steel Samurai. That's all that happened, yep. That's all? Oh yeah, we're gonna press him. We're gonna hydraulic press him. Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even once? Press him hard! Nah, he definitely would have taken the picture. Even if he saw him on the ground, he would have taken the picture. It's got to be something here I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? Because you just told me. I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. This feels great. Bullying a 10-year-old. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. How many testimonies is he gonna have? Took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? Buddy, I know exactly why you want to keep a picture like that. Contains photos of every victory seen in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. It's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. You keep making shit up, Cody. Do another one. Isn't there a thing in court proceedings where if you do that too much, you end up, like, getting, like, fined? Cody's gonna have, like, a 1,000, like, fined, like, a notice soon for doing this. I think even if you're innocent, if you lie on stand, you have to pay something. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. I know what to do. It's an easy one. Cody!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow something bad.
You're kind of bad, actually, about this kid. Just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me, then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow.
Well, maybe if you stop fucking lying, Cody. I got them all.
I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? I don't know why I said it like that. It's alright. What exactly is this album? It's in the exhibits. It's in the stuff. You should be able to see it yourself. It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all of his pictures of Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in his album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out of here, bot. For fuck's sake. No, wait, no. Why? Wait. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. What a truth it is. Mia? Are we sure about this? Did he actually? Lose? Yes. Pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? I think it's obvious he lost. Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? I love how these stupid shitbots come in like, here's a Yoda to move to space. Like, anyone's gonna move to space, you dumb fucks, yeah. The Steel Samurai didn't win. Up game. Oh, it's doing this again. Hold on. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why I credited these photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible!
Look, we give you a catalog, but in return you will sometimes get stunlocked by choices in the game. It's weird. I didn't have a chance to look in between episodes because I was very busy on the weekend, but I'll do it at some point this week, if I get a chance to.
It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the minister revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Well, I'm more so concerned now that this is adding a lot more narrative than I was expecting to the crime, because I don't really see how this takes into account everything that occurred before. Like, we saw the Steel Samurai walking to the studio. Whoever was wearing the costume is smaller than Will Powers, and they lost. So whoever was walking there lost in the fight. What does that mean, lost? Did they get hit? Did they get attacked? They never found the Steel Samurai costumes. Maybe it was damaged. But then the Steel Samurai must have stabbed the Evil Magistrate and won. Notably, also worth noting, they don't mention the Evil Magistrate was here. So the villain that they might have been fighting might not have been the Thing. What if he did go here, but he wasn't the one who killed them? He just went over here to try and stop them. He lost the fight, was knocked out, maybe because of the sleep pills, perhaps? No offending mind, you assume they were smaller, but it's because of the fact the legs on the costume was dragging, which is part of the costume. No, yeah. But it looked like they were limping, didn't it? Like the way they were postured made it look like they were limping. Sorry, yeah, no, I forgot about that part. Maybe all Will Powers put on his costume, head on over there. And it happened after Jack Hammer was killed. He found that they were trying to dispose of the body, tried to intercede, stop them, but he was knocked out because of the sleep pills, maybe? But that means, hold on, if there were sleep pills involved, that implies that there was a cause for the murder. It wasn't an accident. So that wouldn't make sense. If they had planned on killing him with that fence post, the pills also being used would not... Were they planning a murder or not? Were they planning on blaming it on the Steel Samurai? Will Powers in this case. Order! I will have order. Witness, Cody, is this true? What did you say? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Wow, okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow.
Oh my god, this kid's crying in court. This is terrible. Order, order, order. I gruff. For fuck's sake. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? You trying to traumatize a 10-year-old kid? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Damn, we're getting a lot of order right now. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error. What's this all about? Hammer was the victim. Steel Samurai was the victim. There was no victim. Wait, what? What was the murderer, not the victim? Yet according to the witness, it was the one who fell. Mr. White was gone. How many made a serious? Oh, okay, it's just like framing. Got it. Steel Samurai was the victim. To understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, but he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Yeah, it kind of takes him out of the court case, doesn't it? Order! 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 The Steel Samurai in the photograph? You're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer, and if you want to keep using that photo as evidence and saying it's Will Powers, you have to corroborate the story. Or you can't corroborate the story. You can't have both. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. First, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait, had Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Oh. What? Wait, what? I didn't go to that conclusion. Wait, what? Why would a victim do such a thing? I don't know. I mean, yeah, you jumped to a conclusion I didn't even think about.
I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. There was a different person inside the suit. Pups!
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us, quick!
No way, man. None of you are gonna look at me like that.
You have to. It's the court of law. Otherwise, they're gonna go to jail, kid. Now.
Here, this is it.
Studio 2. That's a 2, not a 1. Well, looking at this is a little hard to say. I'm afraid that there could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright. I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. So it doesn't look like it's the proof we need. Go back.
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia, what? Look at the photo once more. I saw it. I saw the 2.
That's it, Phoenix.
That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see the photo once more, please? Oh, certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring and decisive inconsistency of the fact that as we know them in the photo.
Yeah, it's the 2, right? Find the inconsistency in the photo. It's the 2. Your Honor, look at this! It's a 2, not a 1! I see, a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? Ah! Not 2! No! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. but... That's impossible! What's all this about? Please explain so I might be shot along with the rest of the court! I'll use the studio guide that. Man, that's such a realistic reaction to that thing. Can I also be in the know so I can also laugh at the joke? Please. What do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Should have judged where the murder took place. Oh, Studio 2? Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path was blocked. No filming is done there. Well, that wouldn't mean anything. The trailer was there. Yeah, the path was blocked. The path of the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that will be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2! Holy shit! As you may recall, there was this trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! Oh, I keep saying order so much, man. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Olbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer, and Mr. Hammer for some reason stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. You're making a bit of a jump with that second part, but sure. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai? Yeah, that's my point too. Why would he do that? Are you suggesting he did it to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the... I have proof! I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, bro. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Fuck. Oh no. Is it the pills? Pills here. Let's just add some stuff to my notes so I have it. Okay, so adding to certain things that have occurred. Found dead in costume. Entered Studio 1 at 1 p.m. Not correct. Entered Studio... Okay, so we can change that to... Found dead in costume after lunch. Stole samurai costume. Entered Studio 1. And he must have gone past that at 2 p.m. Went to Studio 2 at 2 p.m. He died at 2:30. So that means someone within there had to do it. So the murder site was in fact Studio 1. Studio 2. And, the murder site was there, but the victim was found in Studio 1. And we know that the cause of events, it fell at 2:15. It occurred 15 minutes after he went to Studio 2. So, and the head wasn't moved until after 3. So the head could have been removed. They could have moved the body to Studio 1 by that point. That's what could have happened. That's what we're gathering from this. That's what we're gathering from what occurred. Which means the sleeping pills could definitely have been used by Jack Hammer so that Will Powers would be asleep during the taking of the costume. And only he had the sleeping pills. I'm going to present the sleeping pills. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Test Powers' blood. It's too late for now for that. Fingerprint the body, the bottle. Examine Hammer's body. Fingerprint the bottle. Yeah. Unless we touched it in between. Testing Powers' blood won't do anything because it's been too long since then. Examine Hammer's body. What would that do? There wouldn't be another vial of sleeping pills on him. I think it's fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. My claim is clue Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. Are you implying that he picked it up with gloves? Because Phoenix is not wearing gloves right now. He picked that thing up with his feet. With his feet? With his feet? With his hands. Not his feet. I don't know why I said feet. It's the first thing that came to my mind. He picked it up with his feet. The smelly boy. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. And the ball given to the judge. They're going to get some CSI agents on it. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The still samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. A nose in the chair did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume, you bastards? Also, who killed him, and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth, don't forge any more autopsy reports. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicions of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last section. It's insane that they only get 3 days to do this. Like, what if they do find out the important information? The person still gets guilty because they didn't have enough time? Woo! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Good. Me too. Really? We both seem so confident. Huh. Maybe we should take up a career in acting. I studied to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Definitely. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, well, thanks. Time to find a guy who's not necessarily guilty in this case, I guess. Right. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Oh, too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, Maya's back. Huh? Maya? What I want to know is, isn't this 9:37 p.m.? How is it this bright still outside? Oh no, 3:27 p.m. Okay, never mind. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now I need a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new course system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. How? Isn't the final trial in this game 6 hours long? How's that gonna work then? I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? God damn it. What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing a costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what I have to find out. I mean, if he went there in the costume, maybe he was planning on, like, changing a couple of things so he can get a bigger role. From what we've seen of, like, Mr. Hammer, he was a very famous actor 10 years ago, and an accident 5 years ago led to his downfall, and he usually gets cast as a samurai type of character, but now he's been typecast as villains. So maybe he went there in a costume with the intention to change it so he can have a bigger role, and that led to bad things occurring. He fell, landed on the fence, and died, so they had to make it look like someone else did it. That does explain the part where the sleeping pills were involved at the very least. The director's alibi. What happened to the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Am I always this excitable? Yeah. I think you've been spending too much time with Mia. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. No, I haven't noticed anything. What do you mean you can't see anything? Like, do you get like put into like a dark void when Mia takes over? Or like you get put to sleep? These are questions that have very dark implications. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP Powers, right? Let's go do it, I guess. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow. I mean, the guy's gonna go to jail, Phoenix. Wow, Nick, you must have really woed him in there. Can you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. If you don't do anything now, you're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life for murder. Make it count.
Yeah. Well, there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
I mean, you can become Mia again to be more helpful, but you were helpful as Maya as well, I would say. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer. He's well respected in the industry. They say he's a genius.
A genius?
He's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her differently these days. 5 years now, huh? Wasn't it 5 years ago that Jack Hammer had his accident? That's very interesting. I'm gonna add that to the notes. Saved the studio multiple times. Joined Global Studio 5 years ago. Just changing the notes just to it's all up to date. There we go. Put that all up there. Had a state break at 2:30 to 2:45. Joined Global Studios 5 years ago. Saved the studio multiple times. Why is that? Oh, why is that? Ever since you came on board, we had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on his knees, but you picked it up and made it a shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I think you should tell me because I'm trying to help you here. I only heard rumors anyhow. Tell me anything about Mr. Manila. Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. Oh my god, of course. There's something in his work called Vasquez's eye. Brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Everyone knows the name Salmonella. It's pretty much a beck and call though. Yeah, okay. I had a feeling they had that kind of relationship. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being in a beck and call, but I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I was started in business. We just stopped taking big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? Really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
Maybe he had a deal he had with Vasquez, maybe? Just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, oh my god, Gibbs, thanks for the subscription. Also, why didn't that work? Oh, cool. It's entirely broken. Let me see why Cinebot is doing that. Not even connected to Twitch right now. But it's not connected to Twitch, come on. Give me a second. Why are you not working? StreamerBot! Why are you annoying? Okay, and that's another thing to fix between streams, hopefully? Yeah, welcome in, Gibbs. We got started at 3 PM, so we've still got until 5 today.
Oh, Link! You're an idiot!
Deserved. Now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Almost like it isn't a coincidence. 5 years ago. Sounds like if we want to know what occurred here, we have to find out the relationship between Vasquez and Hammer. I don't think Wikipedia is going to tell us. Oh god.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. No, this place is really peaceful like this.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna last much longer.
Nick? I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
Maybe we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
Boo! She's alive!
Why are you not being very talkative right now? Producer Vasquez. Oh, it did it again, chat. It did it again. Why is it doing this? Why is it soft locking me? It's so weird. Oh, well. That's happening because of the mods. I don't know. I don't know why the mod is doing that though. I was wondering about D. Vasquez as the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? Oh, he's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. Treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Yeah.
Huh? Why does anyone like being treated like dirt?
I mean, it's the way sometimes with some people. You don't need to think about it, Mario. You're too young.
Doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No. No, it doesn't, Maya. I wonder if she hates him because she hates Vasquez because it has something to do with Hammer, maybe. But Mr. Hammer. Ah! Heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal. Thief! I won't forget this. Uh-oh. He's really pissed this time. He's gonna kill me. You listen here, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powell's costume so he could sneak by me? Why would he never stoop so low? It's impossible. Let's just leave her behind. I'm sure she can deal with this herself. Let's go to the employee area first. I guess they're not filming it today either. I mean, the murder did occur. I feel like they want to wait for the court proceedings to end first.
Didn't want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. Is this where you found a bowl of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
Wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Oh, no. No, touching!
Eek!
Fade to black? Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to fine you.
Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I could be a little dramatic at times. Oh, Gumfuck has become French this session as well, apparently. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic, indeed. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I got to take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capability to make a cursory examination right here. Ah, science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? There's traces, they'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumfuck, what are you waiting for?
What's that new name you've given me? It's gotta mean... Now, everything in due time, pal. Oh. Well, that's in solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food in this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Date plate added to the court record. Oh yeah! Oh, it's not tasty though. There's broccoli left to the side. I wonder if that broccoli will be important. How goes your investigation? Oh, to tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should just switch suspects. Objection! The food looks too good. Hey, it's a film set. I would love a T-bone steak. What's welcoming ping? What do you think, Detective Gumfuck? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. Yeah? That's using your brain, Gumfuck. You're learning. He's learning, chat. Look at him. Feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Okay, never mind. You've gone too far with that one. Hi-ho to you as well, Floor. Indeed. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. I feel like you wouldn't want to put coffee in a paper cup anyway. I feel it'd be too hot. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow. The fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles? Hey, what happened to that empty bottle? A bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints in the bottle.
So that means...
Yep. Sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. So we can add that to the notes as well. That. After lunch, stole Steel Samurai costume. Adding on top of that. I'll put that. Put at the bottom. Let's add a bit more to this page. Like preparing a very detailed case of certain parties in my academic field. I'm about to bring hurt for some people that have been pushing me around for too long. Well, you go and do that, Ping. If they've been giving you a miserable time, I say give them what for. I'm far too passive to do that, though. My notes. Gave Powers sleeping pills. And we can say, after lunch took a nap because tired, wasn't tired, was drugged by Hammer. Again, I love the things this game makes me write down. I had a good one earlier as well. It was like, didn't get a chance to eat steak. No, that wasn't it. Yeah, it was sleeping pills and T-bone steak. Well, we've answered that now. It wasn't Penny. It was Hammer himself. I still want to know Penny's importance in this plot line. I don't think, like, she's just kind of there in the background. It makes me think that she might be the actual suspect or involved at the very least.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here?
The collection of individuals are basically robbed me of my degree by adding as isolated stonewalls to my objectives and giving me factually false information on public knowledge to straight out set me up for failure by ignoring institution rules, but to make heads roll. I'm done with this BS. Yeah. I'm in a kind of a separate situation right now when it comes to trying to hopefully get out of a potential wave of layoffs that are going to be occurring in the company I work at very, very soon. I'm hoping to hop onto another thing, but I have been struggling to find good work because it's been difficult. The world of science is ever encroaching, ever expanding and shrinking form of, getting work. And yeah, I am thinking of, probably getting further education at this point because it's just been difficult to find good work out there. Saying that, I'm hoping the layoffs will probably occur at some point, not too soon, but if they do, I need to be ready for it, so. Guess WP won't be using it anymore, so.
What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
Dun dun dun!
What? No!
Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh. I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
Were they thinking of giving Hammer the role?
Yeah, Miss Vasquez had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. Do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt?
What dirt, Penny?
Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
I don't like how vague you're being right now about this.
I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the same studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Interesting. Trailer crew, main crew. Meeting between Bigwigs. More famous 10 years ago had an accident 5 years ago leading to his downfall. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they were never used. The accident involved Hammer. I think he was the one who was involved in that. Maybe he fell. Maybe that was what the fence broke on. Maybe that's what occurred then. Maybe the fence has nothing to do with what occurred now. But that's what happened then. They haven't used it since. Had an accident 5 years ago. Vasquez has dirt on him. So I do realize ads are going to be starting in 3 minutes. Let's get through this stuff first and then continue. The last episode? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a job, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whatever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. The next Game of Thrones. Why aren't they going to be making kid shows anymore? The Bigwigs don't want to Steel Samurai around anymore. Huh. They want to forget all that's ever happened. They wanted it quiet, you understand? Penny! The way you're wording this makes me sound like you want me to find this out and reveal it. That you know more than you're letting on. How can I just do that? What about the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. Like Felix Wright, Ace Attorney. Or forever Ace Attorney. No, that can't be true. If Logan just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. What am I going to do about it? Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What's this? This is why you cancelled the Steel Samurai. Sorry, I don't understand. Neither do I, Nick. But yeah, let's try that again. Oh right, the book. This. And this is? A fan collector, although I don't think Penny has any bearing on if the show's going to continue or not. I don't think showing her is going to do anything. The kids love the Steel Samurai. Show shouldn't be cancelled so some adults can say, oh, look at him. Look at Phoenix having a little character arc. He hated the show at the beginning, didn't understand it, but now he does after the Cody trial. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding, and we're going to pause it there while the ads play chat. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. I'll leave you with clips from the last few years, I guess the last 2 years or so. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Let me just find a good thing to have for the transition. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, see you in a second, chat.
I am back. Let's continue. I can't believe the Steel Samurai is ending. It's so sad. Poor Gumshoe. I don't know who Gumshoe is. I haven't heard of that character before. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt.
And that's the dirt you had on Mr. Hammer. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know who Gumshoe is. I only know a detective called Gumfuck. Dick Gumfuck. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do.
But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They would say what would happen to his career if word got out. This is very current. Not current, but like I remember something big like this happened with an actual actor, or an actor in Hollywood recently, and yeah, it does destroy your credibility in that. You want to look good, even if like, you know, there are bad things about you, or they try. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, Alex Baldwin, where he accidentally shot someone with a gun that he thought was blanked. And I think since then it's not necessarily damaged his career that much, but yeah, it is. This is why they keep it secret, because otherwise like, everyone's going to see that and be like, I don't want this person in a movie, they killed someone.
I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Soulbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know,
So she knew, and that's why she doesn't like Vasquez, because he's got basically a vice on him.
Thanks for try asking her.
She'll talk. Well, that was really useful, Penny, thank you. I'm gonna add that to my notes. Killed someone accidentally. How could you kill someone accidentally? Terrible. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer!
He's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we could keep a safe distance.
No, I think we'll be okay. I want to ask you about 5 years ago. Uh-oh.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Well, I know now, so there's no point hiding it.
Nichols. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about that accident. It was during filming of Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
We're a whippersnapper. Picking up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I have proof. Sorry, Miss Oldback, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole his costume with this steak plate. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
Ha! I bet Powers put it in there himself. Even a little lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes.
Except, I have proved that Mr. Hammer's put the pills in. Yeah, the one with fingerprints on it. This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints are found in a bottle. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? Right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal one. What's worse, a paparazzi took a big photo of it. That photo. What it caused. How? Isn't it in an enclosed set? And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, well, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. The ironic thing is like, if that had gone out, the same thing would have occurred. I feel like Hammer would still have just been typecast as a villain and been given smaller roles. So him being stuck under Vasquez ended up not being a mutually beneficial relationship. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. What do you mean, poor Miss Oldbag? Here, take this. A photograph. Oh, photo 1. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight up with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. Very similar way to how he died. So maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe the killer wanted to frame it the same way. Maybe it isn't Vasquez. Maybe it isn't Salmonella. Maybe we've been looking into this and thinking that it was the studio who caused this kill. That the mafia were responsible for killing Hammer. Why? I feel like if Hammer was to do something now, they wouldn't have an immediate fix for it. Maybe it was... I mean, the only person I think it could be in this scenario is someone who was close to the actor who died. Someone who would put themselves in a position where they have access to sets, props, and other things. Maybe it's Penny. Maybe Penny did it so that they could silence this and end this. Maybe they knew this person who died and wanted to get revenge. That's a massive stretch, but that could be an interesting thing. It also explains Penny's relevance to the plot and why she's telling us this. She wants us to take down the studio. But no, I'm gonna add that to her thing that she's got connections to the fucking mafia. What about Nichols? That is Penny. Nichols. Nichols is her name. Maybe this person's last name is Nichols as well. Saved in the studio multiple times. Yeah, Penny Nichols. Yeah, they're the same person. The same. This is the last name. No, yeah. Ping knows. We don't need all of chat to tell him. He got it the first time. Connections to the mafia. So the person back then was on flower box fence. Why do they have an actual flower box fence? Was there no risk assessment? Actually saying that, a lot of kid shows had like very dangerous things back then, right? Like, it doesn't matter. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Damn, that's good evidence. That's good, hard evidence. Thank you, I appreciate it. Let's go find Vasquez and give her a piece of our mind.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder.
And nowadays, people would be cautious to make a point of making a fence in the event something happens and set that is near said object. Yeah. But I also think that's better. I would rather people be careful than not careful.
Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, and he left from here to go to Studio 2.
Right.
But why?
I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer, but in the costume? Why would he come in the costume? Oh, I can't even go to Studio 1. Oh, yeah, I haven't got a keycard anymore. I feel like Vasquez is too obvious to be the killer. I feel like he, you know, isn't good and wants certain things out of this and probably benefited from Hammer dying, maybe. But I don't think he wanted Hammer to die.
Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello! Hello!
Ma, you should at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
You're not, though. You're not. That's all she had to say, apparently.
Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Huh? Perhaps you didn't hear me.
I'm watching the clouds. Oh my god. I'm so looking forward to sticking this photo in your stupid face. I'm not interested in talking to you. Well, sorry, but you're under suspicion, so we can do what we want.
Do something, Nick. He's already taking me off.
Oh dear. What could I do right now? But possibly present you this? Enjoy. It's not even looking. Uh-oh.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that?
I don't know. Old Bag's gonna get assassinated. No!
Old Bag.
Old?
She means the security lady, Miss Old Bag, Nick.
Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
Uh-huh. It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. The black wind howls?
Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer.
That she did. Can we examine this now? There's some flowers here.
How so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close to that. That fence looks dangerous. The door is unlocked. Oh, right, there we go.
You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about?
Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Because she knows that we have actual dirt and is trying to play the game now? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You're blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you can control him, weren't you? And that's why he was doing the kids show for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now? That's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of his own accord. But, you were the cause, you pressured him. And to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me?
What is this all about? You keep saying accident.
How are you so sure? Oh, that's the first time she's looked at us. What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident?
It'd be murder? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose? Oh, we're not dealing with two fucking crimes right now, are we?
That is what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. That's why she had the photo. He's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the only one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
I plead the fifth.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys! Oh shit! She's got the mafia that's here! Oh my god! Where did they come from? What? Oh no! The bad ending. Who are they? I mean, they're not like, I don't know, a squad Phoenix, they're the mafia. Fifth crime would only apply if you're trying to implicate itself in a crime. I'm trying to do the opposite. I'm trying to implicate myself into a crime. I don't want to be in this. I plead the negative fifth. We need Kiryu. Well, firstly, we're in America. Secondly, I'm surprised Jeopardy didn't say that. Oh no, the boys are here. Yeah.
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no?
Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? We really pushing this a bit, Phoenix. I'm sure you have plenty of time.
That's too accented.
I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Where are we going to get taken? Boys, a ways away.
This is a bad ending?
No!
Oh! To the rescue! Oh my god, order in court! Come fuck! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal! D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now! Might be trying to get her to administrate out so I keep this recorded.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court.
Oh fuck! I'll be looking forward to it. For your information, you didn't call it. I don't know what pin called, but yes. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. That was awesome. That was the best thing you did all game.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. You kind of owed Maya, to be fair, after the second case.
Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Oh. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Best boy.
Well, Nick, Looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Innuendo. Shit. I mean, we're going to keep going. We've got like 35 minutes left. Probably get it done, actually. Maybe. We keep going now. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. And now Gunfuck is a part of my iPad's dictionary. Base my own minute. There you got about 15 minutes left of court time left if that helps. Fuck it, we're gonna finish. We're gonna get through this. Very well, Mr. Wright, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today I will call on people who were present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. She's also a bitch. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in a trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. You must pontificate. Do it when I'm not here.
I don't think Edgeworth has had a normal witness introduction in the entire game. I feel kind of bad for him. Very well, Mr. Vasquez. Oh no! I'm going to get killed by the mafia for saying that. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay!
Right. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. What? The day of the murder.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4.
Let's just confirm that. Yeah, 12 sharp to 4 p.m, that's correct.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards.
Oh, hold on! You had a state break at 2:30. The meeting had a break in the middle, you didn't mention that.
So we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me.
At 2:30? Oh, never mind. Took a 15-minute break in the meeting.
Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer.
We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 2, Studio 1, so you found it after 4 p.m.
That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. Oh. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in it.
It's not really that far.
I thought it might be risky to walk or to them.
You know what else a van can be used for, chat? Moving dead bodies.
What of the monkey's head toppling over?
Okay, well, I'm going to add that to my notes. The van was used to move his body. Use the van to move dead body. Just so I have it written here in case it comes true. So had state break at 2:30 at 4 p.m. Had Sal drive her to Studio 1 for rehearsals. Okay. and added to the court record. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's tear her to pieces!
Enter the trailer a little before noon. By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop in the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse? I mean, probably the easiest witness we've had so far.
Yes.
Oh dear. Meeting began at 12 and N and sharp. I don't know if I get from that. There was to be a rehearsal after this, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I think it was between those times. Would think? Come on, all you do is state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Why were you fatigued? Hold on! You had Sal take you? What does that mean? No, that's not what I wanted. No, I wanted to find out why she was fatigued, you idiot!
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh, alright. God damn it! That's the wrong question! We took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops!
It was a 15-minute break.
And I ate T-bone steaks on a table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
It's true. Camille murdered during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. That's some evidence like she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
Kind of wish you'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. The trailer well before noon.
Accident involving Hammer. Sleeping pill bottle. Wouldn't involve that. Found an employee area. That's not going to involve it. Huh. How would they have known about this if it didn't? Oh, yeah, they had to deal with the monkey head, didn't they? Hold on, hold on. Yeah, I did. I don't know where to put it though, that's the issue here. Took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sunlight ate T-bone steak on the table in front of the trailer. If I remember correctly, Sal said they didn't have time to eat the T-bone steak because of this thing. This is a little tricky, I will say. The time at 2:30 would be a problem with the monkey head drop. No, yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Because they mentioned going on break at 2:30, but they didn't have time to eat the steak because they were dealing with the statue and getting a crane over to move the statue head. No, 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 not press. Wrong thing. Oh, God. I did find something, but you have to go for a dollar again. Really? It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Oh, really? Well, no, because they had to deal with the statue. They had to break at 2:15 to, what was it? They had to break between 2:30 and 2:40. There were no any point if you want hints. I would love a hint, because I feel like that was right. Damn! Sunlight, at 2:30 we had a 15-minute break in the meeting. I was fatigued and fast at me. Is it this one because it mentions the time? I don't want to do it because it's going to damage the court case. This is a part of the game that I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of. It's trying to find the specific part of text where you need to put it in, because it could be either, I feel. Also, you presented it on the right line of text, but the wrong thing? Time of
death 2:30. Dragging one leg. I guess how would they have known the statue fell over? They were just going out to get steak, right? But you're barking up the wrong tree, slightly press it again and read what Phoenix says. Having to verify this. Oh. Right, I mean someone else. Person enough if she committed murder during that break. You wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. Evidence to prove that she didn't eat that steak. Prove that she didn't eat that steak. That's evidence to prove she didn't eat steak. Yes. Having one leg. A large bone. Think back to how the scene at Studio 2 looked, which they didn't commit to evidence. It was they weren't eaten, were they? Meant to show the studio map? We don't have evidence for that. I can't present evidence for something I don't have. They didn't eat at the other place, they ate in Studio 2. You remember the table there? Yeah. I remember the table. Sort of. Something was missing on the table / plates. What was missing? What was missing? The only thing I could think to do would be given the guide map. The steak plate wouldn't do anything though. Because we found that in the employee area. That's not evidence to suggest that they didn't eat it. It's either that or it's the guide map. But I don't think it's the guide map because what? It's just showing the map to the place? Either way, this evidence is very, like, superficial, I feel. It wasn't eaten. It wasn't eaten. Wait! Hold on a fucking second. I'm gonna go back and have a look at this, because I'm allowed to. I've got the power of time travel on my side, chat. Let me just use it. I'm gonna go to my video. They don't have bones on them. If they had a T-bone steak, there would be bones left. That's the evidence. Right, okay. That, I feel like you should have had that like as an image or something so you could tell, but that's it. It's the T-bone steak. They didn't have a T-bone steak, they must have had like a fillet or something. I also think the way the statements are presented as well, Melsim, it makes you think that you're meant to talk about like the fact they couldn't have the bite because of the statue. But yeah, okay, that's fine. A bit mean, but I don't mind it. We got it. Ha! As I thought.
My thinking is how you can eat the food later, sleeping pills and hammer, and still be conscious enough to make it to rehearsal afterwards. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Maybe he had the sleeping pills, but like, yeah, it was just evidence we didn't have. You claim you're a T-bone steak, but I saw you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Oh, so that's hearsay. Doesn't matter if I say that here. That's what I saw. I could say I found the murdered body in a place. You can't use that in court. There needs to be actual evidence in the locker to assume this. Look at this. It's a plate. The plate on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate a table outside the trailer. Ate a table. Ate at a table. Yeah, there was no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak? Is this really like evidence? They might have had a different steak and not leave the bone. I think I know how. You ate a boneless steak. You didn't eat the steak. You ate a boneless steak. Ate the bone too. I think it's the boneless steak one. You didn't eat the steak. Or basically at this point, you're trying to poke any holes in the testimony at all. Proof it isn't infallible. You didn't eat the steak. I mean, we're assuming it's a steak. We're assuming there are steaks. No. No. It's not the middle one. Because we know that everyone had T-bone steaks. The only possible situation where they were not able to have the steak was if they did not eat it and they got rid of the steaks and put it in the trash. So it's the bottom one. There you go. You didn't eat any steak during the break. Took your steak and threw it somewhere. Yes! Like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Oh, that's definitely hearsay. You can't just say that in court. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Well, not your own hands, a spear, right? Mr. Wright. Yeah, it's hearsay for now, but it could be proven later, exactly. I think there's a bit of a jump to get there, and I feel like Edgeworth should have like gone in there and been like, this is evidence that doesn't exist right now. Isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. No, thank you. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? Oh god. Cat. Oh god. One of these options is going to get me in trouble if I'm wrong. I mean, she sits on Sal every day. She could use that weapon. She could use that heavy sphere. Considering the foe should also need imposition. I'm going to say the middle one. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using it as a weapon. Didn't feel bad about saying before choices, by the way. I do it all the time. That is a great suggestion. I like the sound of that. Yeah, chat, just to point this out, we're not doing this to play this game perfectly. I don't know what happens if you get to 0 for the health. I hope it doesn't mean you have to restart the day, because if it does, I'm just going to save it before decisions, because that's just going to waste time. I'd rather just have a save there ready to go. And if I get it wrong, I'll just go back on the save. Yeah, reload the save basically. Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Huh. You see?
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
Samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? Was it defense? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I mean, yeah, all you'd have to do is, like, get the fence and get the diameter, right? And then you know. Of course it was the fence. Well, I thought the fence was what was the thing that caused the murder from 5 years ago. Well, just get this. Wrong, Mr. Wright. Oh, shit! No! No! I was wrong! What do you mean it's not that? But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know you're gonna... Wait, what? Is that not damage? Oh, good. Okay. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. Wow! Thanks, game! I appreciate you a lot. The computer was not used as a murder weapon. What? It's only damage if it shows the health you lose. Okay, right. Breaking the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Wait. The spear was being fixed by Old Bag. It couldn't have been used by the murder weapon because it was broken during the practice. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Whenever that hit the spear broke during the morning action scene run through, but someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell me what was. How was the hammer killed? Wow, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what? Yeah, I can. Now I can show you. Yeah, I can tell you. Would I make a claim like this that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid our comments can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see what this murder weapon then. I mean, I've won all the court cases I've been involved in so far, jokes, so I don't know about that. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order! Order! I can have order this trial be suspended. Mr. Wright. What happens if the trial gets suspended? Does that mean that, like, we wouldn't, like, we'd lose? Because we don't get an additional day. We only get 3 days to do a trial. I assume it means that we'll get another day, maybe? What is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What's that to do with the current case? Use your brain, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. Still can't see it? See the fallen man in the photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. If you can't prove your client's innocence and find a real culprit in the 3 days, they just make your defendant guilty, which is hilarious. Well, what I mean is, if your trial gets suspended because the court is too rowdy, would that, like, just end the trial there and they'll be guilty, or does it give you an additional day because of the court room? What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again! Mr. Wright, continue. I'm loving this. I'm gonna get my popcorn out. My lawyer's popcorn. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then he did it. He pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs into the fence. Well, I was entirely off. I thought it was going to be Penny, but this makes more sense. I think after I saw her mafia, I was like, okay, maybe she isn't bad. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. But whether he did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny you deny that what I say is true? Wouldn't it be the screenplay writer, not the script writer? The script writer just does the dialogue during the scene, and the scene is written by the scene screenwriter, isn't it? That's how I've always viewed it. Maybe it's different in in Japan. Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died in the trailer, as you say. Here the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the Eve Microsoft's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body? No! I'm claiming you drove there in the van and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break. How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her with her own hands? For instance... Oh, come on, you're not an idiot. Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Please show us how to carry the body with a van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it! What, you mean the thing I told you about earlier? Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Use the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done it alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. Probably burned it in that small incinerator. What, the giant-ass costume? Okay, that's the hardest thing to believe. Shall I continue? Did he not have... Wait, hold on. Were the Bigwigs they mentioned earlier her mafia friends? Were they not, like, people he worked with? It was mafia people? Oh my god. No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? What? What happens next? Don't question me. Do you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? You can't play the silent treatment in court. Who can say? Huh? I've always inferred that the Bigwigs were mafia friends every time I played this, yeah.
Are you sure I did?
Oh, are you trying to, like, confuse us?
Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right. There is a bit of a jump between, because the judge asked us to answer 2 questions. Who killed him and why he put on the outfit? We haven't answered that question yet.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? Order. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? I think he's a better lawyer than both of us combined. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely he did it, but there's no proof. I just isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
No, what do I do? Testify again! I need to testify again. Testify again?
No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
But you're lying!
Damn.
Damn! I've come so far only to fail. Fuck's sake, Phoenix. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the court examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. What? What do you mean? Edgeworth? What are we doing right now? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor. Oh, he's actually good! Oh! I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me?
I'm your witness. I just want to hear testimony again. What's going on right now?
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. I don't think you get accused. I think this is up to Edgeworth. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. This will testify to the court concerning this matter. Is he actually helping me right now? This is wonderful.
Nick. Why did Edgeworth?
Who knows? Probably realized he did it too.
But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict?
Well, not the last 2 cases. After all that. Well, the last case, not the last 2. Who wasn't involved in the first one?
Edgeworth.
After finding the body.
I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police and Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. And then I went home.
Do me a favor when you finish this case, we'll watch the intro cinematic to the next one. Okay, we'll do that. We'll save before, but we'll watch the intro cinematic to end things off. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're really close. We're so close. Maybe acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. What did you and Mr. Manello arrive at the studio? I love how invested Myra is. I feel like he's invested in everything. It's great. About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies and costumes, mind you. Press harder. Where were the other employees when they got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well? Then he could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to people when they're saying stuff, boy. Boy? Yeah, boy. The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? Hold on a fucking second. Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us that you accept me to claim. You only seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. Chat, we've already found the controversial bit. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one was there thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. He doesn't stand out! Milton left him on the bus when shooting a location. No one noticed he was missing. Oh, poor Powers. I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. No, we've already found the wrong part. I think. So here's the thing, chat. Here's my evidence. The statue was only cleaned up, was only blocked by 4. She said she got there before 4. No, she got there before 5. Never mind. Oldback, security lady. Why does the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. Well, you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why?
There was a murder after all, but you didn't know that until you arrived at the fucking place. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess.
Very well. What?
Is Edgar about to help me again?
I have an objection to the witness's last statement. You're not the fucking defense attorney. You're the prosecutor. What are you doing? What are you doing, you mad lad? We can't double team her. Think. Miss Vasquez said you didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? You would have had to know the murder before going to Studio One.
Oh,
That was really dumb. You said that, to be honest. Order! Mr. Edgeworth. You're not the defense attorney. What the fuck are you doing? What have you just said? It's a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move.
it is interesting that he's helping us here.
Does he have some bad blood of the mafia or something? Does he want to take her down as well? Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here.
Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? This is awesome. I didn't think we'd get to work with him so early in these games.
Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstand me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
You just said because there was a murder. Very well. The rest of the chain of testimony to reflect its reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal, he told me.
Sal, the director?
Have to find something to peg this on her. Yeah. Well, everything we've done till now have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
He wasn't there.
Hammer was injured. Yeah, that Hammer was injured.
How do you know that Hammer was injured? Wait, Hammer was injured? What do you mean Hammer was injured? It's Powers who was injured? Oh shit, that's the... Fuck! Where is it? Is this what... Was that... You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. You fuck game, that was great. I almost fell for it. Good job. It was Will Powers.
What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yeah, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? You knew he was him. One person was injured in the run through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
Huh. Howdy said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping. Oh, it's doing the thing again. Hold on. I love how this is being done. Like, they're not taking the obvious route here with this present evidence and just going off like, this evidence will prove you wrong. No, it's, you need to look at the contradictions in the data as well and what they say, because they could be lying. It's not just like, here's the thing they said wrong. No, you gotta think on it too, it's great. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when he was doing this, well, it would have to be been asked to be put on a Steel Samurai costume. And went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order, we'll have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Oh my god. Yeah, let's see, sneak your way out of this one, Vasquez. I feel there's going to be one more thing here. Very well. I have a question for you. Oh, why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer's dead? Yes, he'd fallen in hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would he have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Why did he want to kill Hammers? Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can he prove he had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I have presented the court evidence as to the Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. I think it's obvious. I think they're trying to make it more specific, but I think it literally is just the picture. Maybe Hammer had enough and wanted to reveal it. Maybe he was going to tell everyone, and that would also incriminate her too. Like she hid it from the press. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? While I'm back, I smash some food. This is fantastic, Maelstrom. I love how they've done the last part of this case. It's so good. Like, the part where, like, we had to, like, identify that he was saying that Hammer was injured and not Powers, and that was a contradiction, was fucking great. It's so simple, but it's such a good little puzzle. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for the trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Will you be watching Gamescom? I will not be watching it live because I got tabletop, but I will be watching it afterwards. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes. I love that we're working together, it's so good. Undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. Almost seems as if Mr. Hammer was the one who if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, or the other way around. What did Mrs. Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never got rid of useful info. It's a policy of mine. Doesn't change the fact that he came to you. Was he gonna confess? And then you killed him? Mr. Wright? Please explain Miss Vasquez's motives for the murder. Okay, save. Okay. Allow me to present the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. It was the statue! I know it. I don't want to know the answer. If people have hints, I'll be fine with that. But don't tell me the answer. Path to glory. You wanted to change Global Studios, right? You wanted to make more money from it. You wanted to change everything about it. The end of the Steel Samurai. The show was ending. That's not evidence that we don't have that. Penny didn't give that to us. But with the final episode coming out, I would have guessed that perhaps it was jealousy. No, because Vasquez had him under her thumb. And I don't think he was beloved. I think like people from the olden times was. I think Oldbag loves him. I think he wanted to get rid of him so that he could focus on new pursuits. I think it might be Path to Glory. It's not this. It's not the monkey head. Why would it be the monkey head? This is the only one that makes sense in my head. If it's wrong, we can just redo it. Yeah! Oh! This is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. Fuck yeah! I'd say all it proves is the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Ugh. Oh, well, that was wrong. No! You fuck! I thought it went away. I love the early celebration because the health bar went away. Gay! That was mean. It makes sense, though. Let's talk about what we know about this. Okay, let's go for the order of events. They did the training at the beginning, and Hammer had the intent to go to Studio 2. We know that Cody saw someone fighting a villain, not the evil magistrate, but a villain. Cody saw the Steel Samurai die, falling onto the fence. We know that Hammer purposely drugged Powers to get the costume. Why would he do that? What would be the benefit of killing them in the costume? What if it's simple, right? It's not complicated. He didn't go there to talk. He went there to go kill her. Miss Vasquez has no motivation for it. Because he was going to get killed. She was going to get killed by him. She was acting in self-defense. And I think in some way, maybe Edgeworth knows, right? That's it. She was acting in self-defense. She has no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. Yeah. He went there with the spear. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's manslaughter too. It's not murder. It's not premeditated. Hammer was the one who did the murder, which might be why Edgeworth was working with us, because it's not. He's looking for a guilty verdict. There's no guilty verdict here. There's no one guilty of this. It was all in self-defense. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Maybe not. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. And then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer, only to fall off the stairs and die like a chump. Good. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Why are you angry about this? You fought in self-defense. At best, you'll have you have a manslaughter charge. So you did it, didn't you? Yes, I'm guilty. It was me. It incriminates on a whole other slew of offences. Yeah, true. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell off from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Vasquez, please try and remain calm. No! How could this be? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... Oh, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. Whoa, hold on. I don't think this was just some guy. Oh. You know, kind of thinking about it now, if Vasquez wanted to deal with him, he could have just killed him. Like, she could have had a mafia deal with them. Why did she keep him around for so long? Was this person related to them, or was it their spouse? What is it? Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. It makes sense why she's so emotionless too. Like, if she lost someone that important to her, like, she would just have... Her reason to live would be that suffering that she inflicts upon Hammer. Like, it was an accident, sure, but it wasn't an accident to her. She lost everything. I don't condone what she did, but I can understand the reason behind her motivation. Instead of killing him, she made him miss. Well, that's what a lot of people think, right? When something that terrible happens. No, that was the whole thing with the Phantom Thieves. If you kill them, they don't suffer anymore, but if they go to jail, they have to suffer for the rest of their lives. Like, in this case, he wanted to make his suffering continue. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Well, Powers was innocent, and he should be found, so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Problem is, even if it's somewhat understandable if Tyson Mafia and trying to raise problem, she went too deep. Yeah. That was great. I didn't think they were good at direction of it. It was still kind of predictable even to the last part of that. That was fantastic. Good job, Ace Attorney. Very good ending to that case. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yeah, but sad. No, Mr. Hammer stole my costume. Bad enough that they wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But the thing that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me why. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. I don't care anymore. It's not part of the case. We're done. Yeah, of course. Ooh, I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road.
Congratulations, WP.
Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and, does he know the show's ending? Picking show in the Samurai fanbook thing. Is something wrong?
No, of course not. No, Nick! Edgeworth!
Oh. Hey, babe. How's it going?
Say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk.
Do you want to go out for coffee? Huh?
What? That was too bad, Edgeworth! You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really want to thank you. Oh,
Vasquez would have gone away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you, I'm Powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Oh my god! No! That's his motivation! It's so much less, so much more at the same time! Oh my god!
Adding that to my notes.
He's a massive Steel Samurai nerd. Dick. I'm changing you from Dick, Miss Miles Edgeworth, to Gum. No, I'm changing you from Dick to massive nerd. There you go. Enjoy. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again?
Yeah, I had a feeling these were like childhood like rivals.
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am sad of unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings? That's a very sexy line, Edgeworth.
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Aren't those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, Wright? Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
It's not up to me, it's up to the courtroom, isn't it?
That's what I came here to tell you. Bye-bye. I'm gonna fade out of existence now.
Mr. Wright, was that guy your boyfriend?
What? Boyfriends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something?
Ah, yes, the shippers, Edgeworth and Phoenix. I can see it.
Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
Childhood romance? So the curtain closed on no trial. Caused quite a stir by an accident from 5 years ago.
Nah, fuck that. Mia exists was sort of. No.
There's a lot of problematic things with that. We're not going to get into that now, hopefully, and hopefully never. Because despite the fact that Mia, sure, can take over Maya's body sometimes, we're forgetting the fact that she takes over Maya's body, which means that she is, in a state where she has no control over what happens. I don't like the idea of us being together in that state, unless Mia gets to come back as some kind of like homunculus thing. I'm not going to be happy about that if they do that further. And that's my TED Talk. I just meant they were easy to ship. Right, okay. For the 1 hour screen time Mia got while she was alive. Finally, Global Studios before its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Oh my god.
Nick! This is it. The news show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. Didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and this. We have to get more Magic the Gathering cards.
Fine, I'll do it. One of my favorite parts of this like arc has also been like Phoenix's like little arc about like starting to like this stuff. That's been fun.
Isn't it good that WP gets to play the lead again?
What, Pink Princess? Wonder if they'll get to show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't know what is ready for the real powers. That was great. Okay, what a great case. It was self-contained, introduced a whole bunch of new fun characters. Oh. Brand new episode, Turnabout Goodbyes. Is it going to be about Edgeworth? Oh, shit. Cat, before we do that, let's just finish the notes for episode case 3. So that's going to be D. Vasquez, use van to move dead body, and we'll add her motivation now to this. Is motivation was connections to the mafia. Let's add it down here, shall we? Connections to the mafia. Hammer killed her husband accidentally. I like how it's implied. You don't actually say it, but we can. It's implied from that that's what occurred. You writing notes? I mean, I don't know how else I would do this, to be fair, Jeppo. Like, I don't think I could do this otherwise. Suspected killer, Jackhammer, was, actually not the killer. So, wait, do I put... Wait, hold on. I mean, technically, D. Vasquez was the killer, I guess. Right? So we'll say that she was the actual killer, but technically it was like self-defense. So I'll put in like subtext below it. Self-defense. Hammer didn't kill anyone. I'm gonna say wanted to murder. Except that one guy 5 years ago. Yeah. What's the better killer? Oh god, I hate this part of Pure F where it just makes certain stuff move without your permission. I am very happy that Sal disappeared, because I didn't like him, so he just kind of fucked off, like halfway through the plot. Like, they focus on the characters I was more interested in, like D. Vasquez, who I think is a very good character. Who I hope kind of comes back in a future case. But that's the thing. I'm betting a bunch of these characters might come back. Like, I know, I think Oldbag comes back, and I know Gumshoe's, like, a reoccurring character as well, so. We did it, though, chat. We got through it. Let's end with a little teaser to the next episode, shall we? Assuming the game lets me save before this. We're going to watch this intro, then we're going to end it there. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered. But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Wait! Oh my god! He said a one-liner too before he killed someone. It's Christmas! The Christmas special, chat! On Friday! Chat! We will find out more about that case next time. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all then.